beautiful creative people. This is Kyla Givehand coming to you for Book in a Day 29. It is very late. It's 11:12 p.m. on Sunday, July 21st. Big shout out and happy birthday to my niece, Kalia. So today has been a very interesting day in that I got to spend the day with my dear friend Lyle that you've heard me mention many times here on Book in a Day. Hi Lyle. So I got to spend the day with she and her daughter, Savia, and it was amazing and wonderful. We had a beautiful time. And so the bulk of my day was spent there. And Savia taught me some wonderful and amazing book structures that you will see coming up in the next few weeks of Book in a Day. And so yeah, we had a fun time talking about books and walking around the neighborhood, and we had a little bit of lunch together. It was just a glorious day. So that's a part of the reason why the book is being kind of started at 11 o'clock in the evening. So I had time all day to think about the content and just took bits and pieces and snippets from conversations we had and just different interactions while I was spending the day with Lyle and her daughter. And then on my ride home, I had the opportunity to speak to my mother and to my sister at two different times, and both conversations were quite interesting, enlightening, and full of mother, daughter, sister conversation. And so basically my day was spent surrounded by mothers, daughters, girlfriends, sisters, and so it was very interesting to just sort of observe that part of my day and bring it into a book. So I'm doing something semi-simple in that it's just going to be a folded structure, and it'll have a cover over the top. And right now I have all of the content done, and I'm fiddling with my printer and trying to get it to actually print properly. So, but I thought I should jump in on camera while it's Sunday still, before the time rolls over into Monday. Just to sort of give you a sort of quick introduction and show you that I am actually working on a book, and I have been for several hours here. But my printer is being very finicky and not cooperating with me, so I'm trying to get things to print properly. So once I figure out how to get the printing, then I'll come back on camera, show you how the book is constructed. And I suspect that'll take me, I don't know, if I can get the printer to play nicely, maybe another 30 minutes or so. We'll see. So I will meet you back here and hopefully have the book finished and ready for you to see, and I'll show you how it folds and how it functions as a book. Okay, see you on the other side. Okay, so I have decided I'm not fiddling with the printer all night. It's driving me bonkers. I can't get it to print the way I want it to print, so it's 11:56 and I am switching gears, trying something different. Same structure, but I'm not going to try to print the text onto the sheet itself. I've printed them out separately as poems and the images that I wanted to use inside with the text. So I'm just going to use some distress stains on the page and then cut them out and try to adhere them to the sheet. So before I do that part of it, I'm going to actually fold the sheet the way that it's going to be folded for this book structure. And it's a simple structure actually. Just going to fold the page in half long ways. And this sheet is, let's just go ahead and do some measurements because I actually don't know. This page is 15.5 by 8.5. 15.5 by 8.5, and I'm going to do a long fold And this paper is a little bit thicker than regular paper, so I'm going to have to really work to do some creasing on that. Gonna open that up, and I'm going to fold it in half the other direction on the short edge. Again, creasing pretty hard, pretty, I'm pressing pretty rough here, pretty hard. And then I'm going to fold each of those sections back to the center in half again, still on the short edge. Okay, now I'm going to open that up, and I have 8 sections here. And the way the book actually is going to live and exist in the world on the actual page is folded in this manner. So I want to get my edges, again, I want to get those nice and creased so that it flows neatly, and so that it stays down once I get it all nice and folded. So I have these nice little squares here, and my goal, and I can already see that I'm going to have to do a little bit of finagling, is to get the poems and the images that I have in these spaces. This will be glued down, and so kind of sit this way. You'll open and read in this direction, and then you can open it and read in this direction. So that's my plan. We shall see if this is going to work. So yeah, let's do some distressing and cutting and pasting. Okay, lovely people, it is 12:58, almost 1 a.m., and the book is done. Observations, and yeah, it's a folded structure. This is just a cover that I put on, and I'll tell you what I did away from the camera, just to sort of give you an idea. You saw me taping and gluing the pieces and the strips on, so that happened off camera. I did a little bit of it on camera, but I figured you didn't really need to see me gluing. So the pieces were glued and or taped on, so adhered to the actual pages, and then the book opens up like that to reveal even more. So they're snippets of the day, basically poems that kind of can be read together as one whole poem, or separately as little poems, or collectively in their groups as a poem. So yeah, there are multiple ways it could be read. This can be read as one, this can be read as one or as two here. I didn't anticipate that or plan that, but because I did not title them, it seems that they came out that way. And then the back just has the colophon here. And yeah, that's pretty much the book. Off camera I did a score. I used my scoring board to make this little sort of squared off edge, and I taped the very last piece, so you know it was folded into all these sections. So this last panel only, so just this last square is adhered to the actual book, which is what allows it to all stay together. It's just that one panel, one section. So yeah, that's Observations, and I'm happy with it considering the amount of time I spent making it. I'm actually going to leave it under weight overnight, just so these pages, I'm going to leave it open like this and put some weight on this part of it so that the creases will crease and the book can lay flat when it's closed. But that's it. A purple shimmery cardstock, which I'm sure you probably cannot, you may be able to see the shimmer in that purple. I used 2 colors of distress ink, Tim Holtz Ranger distress ink, Victorian Velvet, and Peacock Feathers to distress all of the different little sections here, and I distressed the edges also. So yeah, I'm quite happy with this and with the poems. Actually, I went back and read them. I was like, wow, that's not bad for first drafts written today. They're not great or anything, but they're also not completely horrible. So yeah, I think for one of the quicker books that I've made, I really like this one. So this is actually one I could edition, and I'm thinking that I might do that. So Observations, just a simple structure, folded, open, pieces adhere to it. So pretty simple. So I thank you for watching and for supporting and being a part of the process. Yeah, thanks so much, and I hope that you will go out and create something beautiful sometime this week. Have a beautiful, beautiful week, and I'll see you next week for book 30. Doesn't 30 seem like it should be a big deal, big number? We'll see if I can make it so. Otherwise, it'll just be another book for the week. Thanks so much for watching. This is Kyla Gibhan signing off with book 29, Observations. Have a great week. Thanks.